Very first thing I want you to do is speak up when I ask you a question, because I don't have no booms, or I don't have no white people with microphones and all that. Okay. So tell me your name real quick.
Hey, my name is Melinda. I'm from Westside Vanness, Brim, retired. I ain't active no more, but I'm born and raised over there. My uncle started it, you know what I mean?
Who's your uncle?
My uncle Swig, resting in peace. My uncle Connie. My uncle Michael, resting in peace.
Young, Michael Young?
Connie Young, Michael Young, you know, the Young family, the Gold House, 5309, South Arlington. If you was a blood back then, if you didn't know that house, you didn't know no bloods, you know?
Right.
But what I'm here for today is to just say, you know, I need everybody that been out there before from the 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever. Pray for the ones that been down 20 and 30 years repping this card. That's older now and want to come home. Specifically my brother, Mo. Darnell Washington, Big Mo from BN. I'm pressing the line because I'm trying to get my brother out. Not just me, my mama, I want to see her son come home. So with Skip help and the people that he know and the people that my brother has been in touch with since he been down, it'll be 23 years in February. It's time, you know what I mean? It's time. He did his time, and we need him here. We need help out here in these streets. A lot of homeboys kids, a lot of homegirl kids is lost. You know, these drugs that's taking over, it's not no unity no more. Folks is killing their own peoples, and we just really need some help. And I know my brother's voice speaks volumes. From the streets to the pen, back to the streets. So anybody that can help or know any kind of resources, we're trying to get him out, I think, on the new law, 1437. And he got some new lawyers right now. Skip helping, of course. You know, I got to give props to Skip. You know, some of you cats talk bad, but Skip can only do so much. But what he can do, he make it happen.
That's right. I know they be talking about me. But look, let me ask you this though. What is it that people can do? What can people do? Like, so there's people in New York, people in Denver, Colorado. They people that claim VNG, you know, all over the United States right now.
I know.
So what is it that they can do to help, man? Can they send your brother some money? Can they help an attorney? What can I get them to do?
They can send him some money so we can pay this attorney, because my mama, she said she'll spend all her retirement to see her son free. She's 72. She's still strong.
Look at this old dude. Look how he walk. Hey, old dude, look how he walk.
Champion.
Oh, y'all won?
Visa!
All right, that was Swanee Fly started the softball game.
But yeah,
go ahead.
Money is always good because we got to pay these lawyers. This is not no free stuff. This is not no innocent project stuff, because it don't have nothing to do with DNA. This has to do with, I didn't do the murder.
Right.
Why am I doing life?
Right.
I didn't kill nobody, period.
Right.
So we paying lawyers, we doing what we can. You know what I mean? So if you guys can send money, y'all can get at Skip. You know what I mean? I'm on Facebook.
I'd rather them send the money to you. How can they get in touch with you?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on social media, Instagram and Facebook. Mrs. M-I-S-S-E-S Melinda, M-E-L-I-N-D-A. You can get at me. You know what I mean? He got a Facebook page, Darnell Washington, D-A-R-N-E-L-L, Washington, as in the president, George Washington. He's in Solano right now. You know, he always send his love. He worried about us out here.
He told me he's on TED Talk. Can you give us that information?
TEDx. If you go on YouTube, you can go on YouTube and put in TEDx and put his name in, Darnell Washington. You can see a speech he made on how he even got caught up in this. You know, he was supposed to be a basketball player right up under Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan them. But, you know, death affects everybody different. So all you young people out here that's living reckless, thinking that what you're doing only affects you, no, it affects your family. It affects your mama, your daddy, your kids, anybody that love you. So when you're doing reckless shit out here, you got to think it don't only affect you. You might be the only one going to jail, but your family physically does that shit too, and mentally.
Right.
So y'all need to wake up. Leave these motherfucking gang drugs alone. It ain't, you know, you're a junkie, period. Right. And I tell all y'all, you're a junkie. We smoked weed and drank. Right. That was it. All this new wave shit, if you got to do all that to be hard, you a buster.
Right. Hey, talk about back in the days, the Bloods got along with each other.
Got along.
We was all together, right?
Back in the days, I was young. My brother did not want me out there, but I started banging before him. From Western Avenue, fighting the little catwalk Crips that don't exist no more.
Right, I remember the catwalk. They come from 51st Street down there. That was a catwalk between Western and, was that Harvard?
Yeah, Dinker.
Dinker, okay, yeah.
You feel me?
Yep.
So I started this because I was born into it. My uncles was Vanness Boys.
Right.
You know? But it was fun back then because it was unity.
Right.
The 20s, the deuce and the ones, the 20s, the avenues, they would get together on weekends and they would go south on either Normandy or Arlington. Come to the VNs, scoop us up. We're going to meet up with the Brims, six dudes Brims, and then we're going to meet up with the families.
Yep.
And then we're going to go wherever the party at, east to the west, north to the south. We caravans,
did you know I got 12 kids because of that?
No,
yes,
living that wild life, Skip.
Because the Bloods got along, so I could spend the night on Rosecrans, I could spend the night at Vanness Park, I could spend the night in everybody's neighborhood. And it was just right there. And it was just right there, so, So, I mean, people ain't going to never experience that no more because we argue and we fight, can't get along.
And killing each other. And it's sad. The B card, we've always been the underdog. But back in our days, we was the underdog, but the Crips did not want to see no Bloods.
Because we was coming together.
They was coming together.
Right.
If you killed a Blood back in the 80s, the 90s, even the early 2000s, you had problems. But now it's time for all of us to get together. The Crips, the Bloods, we black folks, we powerful. Right. We can change this world, but we gotta come together at some point. Yes, I know Crip dudes that I know that's on death row and doing life behind repping this gangbang shit, but it ain't the same no more. It's no unity, it's no love. You know, if I can help somebody and write a letter for their loved one to get out, get at me. Right. Because I've been going through this, and you know, I went on a little vacation myself. Anybody know me, know Melinda going to chase that paper.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. You know
what I mean? Without a doubt. But you live and you learn. God willing, I'll be 50.
What's up, homie? What's up, big homie?
You know what I mean? In March, I want all my real ones to be there to celebrate with me. But for real, we got to come together. Put the guns down, put the drugs down, and let's make this how it used to be. Love and unity. You should not be getting into it with your mama's homegirl that she grew up with, son or daughter, or your daddy. Right. It shouldn't be like that. It should be unity. You should learn the history, period. If you repping something and you want to bang, learn your history first before you start trying to gang bang.
That's right.
Learn your history. Respect your elders, regardless. Oh, y'all, them the old homies, them the motherfuckers that paved the way for us to be out here.
Right. So let me ask you, lastly, we're going to end with this. Tell me your favorite Jimbo story. I mean, you know, a lot of people don't know. I know. Y'all used to come to the park. Y'all used to come to the parks after every get down, every function or whatever. The VNs would always come to the park because the homegirls was fighting because Miss Melinda done had Jimbo. So the 20 girls was mad. And you know, I'm from 20. I'm from 20, so I can say it.
So when you are real, when you out here and you real, let me tell y'all ladies something that want to hang with these thugs and fuck with these gangster niggas. If you want a nigga, if a nigga love you, first of all, he gonna listen to you. Right. And he listened to me when I fucked with Jimbo back in 91 to 95. When I seen he was drinking heavily, it was battles out there in the streets, gun war. We ain't going to the 20s today. Right. You gonna take a 3-day break. Right. You gonna clean up. You gonna detox. And they hated me for that, but I was saving his life at the same time.
Yeah, you was.
Me and Jimbo,
you was having money.
And we was having money. I showed him how to look. You ain't just supposed to live day by day. You supposed to stack in case you go to jail. You ain't got to worry about calling nobody for no money because you got it already, Bo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
and that's why Jimbo loved me and respect me. 25 years later, couldn't nobody talk to Melinda. That's my boo-boo. He knocking bitches and niggas out over this right here.
Right.
So I ain't here to prove nothing. I know where I stood with him, but me and Bo had plenty of fun.
Y'all good on me?
Every weekend, we went to the east side, to the Pueblos, knowing we finna fight.
Right.
But we went every weekend.
Every Friday night.
Every Friday night. We was at the arcade and across them tracks, knowing the Pueblos finna trip on us.
Regardless.
We was excited about that. We came back to Raymond and Adams and went to the fish spot.
Miles. We go to Miles. Yeah, we go to Miles right
and
there.
And I be like, boo-boo, I'm drunk and I'm ready to go home. And how he would make me stay out till 3 and 4 in the morning. He bribed me with that damn fish combo. He didn't eat fish. Yeah. But he said, boo-boo, I'll buy you a combo if you hang on just a little longer, because he know I got his back.
Right.
I love Jimbo. I'm sad. I'm hurt that he went out like that. But at the same time, I look at the videos and I see Bo was tired. He had a lot of weight on his shoulders. He's the godfather of the West Side rolling 20s.
Yes, he
None of you niggas can take his place. So if y'all think y'all did something, you can't be a Bo. Just like you can't be a Mo. You can't be a Skip.
Right.
You feel me? When you that person, can't nobody replace you.
Yeah.
And I know he at peace, watching over us, and he all right. and we gonna be all right. But we got to come together. If your kids in the streets, talk to your kids. And when I say kids, they can be 5, they can be 50.
Yep.
Talk to your kids.
Right.
You got to be ready for these streets of LA right now. Are you out of town gangbangers, that homies that's repping this shit right here?
Yeah.
This real out here. This ain't no fake shit like y'all out of state.
Hey, look, I can show them right now.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers
it's
is
real.
active.
We
Motherfuckers
real
is
out
active
here.
right here. They
We
out
real
here.
out
They
here.
deep, different neighborhoods right
Feel
now
me?
as
we don't
talking.
get no snowstorms when we can't come out.
Right.
This is 24
right.
hours, 365 days of the week. I ain't active no more, but I can be.
Right.
Don't nobody step to me crazy because they know I ain't got it all. But I ain't the hardest. But I ain't no punk. And
That's
if you
right.
got my attention and you got my love, I'm going to ride with you if you right or wrong.
I appreciate you, Miss Melinda. I appreciate that history too, because
Always.
I knew that Connie was one of the originals.
Oh,
but
he's still here too, Uncle Connie.
But I did not know y'all was related. I really didn't.
That's my mother's brother. She had 9 siblings. My mama still living, Uncle Connie still living, and my auntie BJ. But my Uncle Swig was the gangster with one leg. You couldn't fuck with him.
Yeah,
You
and
know
my
what I mean?
partner was Mike.
And Uncle Mike, Monkey Poo Poo, tow truck driver, but with the business.
Yes, indeed. All right, Melinda, I love you, and thank you for what you said for your brother. Thank you what you said for
Help
Bo.
Big Mo come to these streets, man. He a powerful man. He like Skip. He can do a lot of things for us, man.
Yeah.
Bring stuff back to the community, positive stuff.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
I love you, Skip.
Love you too. Bye.
All right.